Jacob Milton Korn was born in the Bronx, the third son of four to Nettie and Joseph Korn. In school, he was known as Milty. His friends called him Nipper, like the famous RCA mascot. His track colleagues called him Jake. At his 1939 bar mitzvah, he was called to the altar as Yaakov Menachem Mencha, named for relatives who preceded him. Jake attended PS 55 Junior High and graduated Vanderchild's High School after only 3 years at age 16. He was bright and a quick study. Although small in stature, Jake led an active sports life, playing street basketball, quick and nimble, under the elbows of those much taller, sporting numerous broken noses as badges of great honor. Biking through the Bronx and later Brighton Beach, Jake was fearless, undetermined by the numerous times cars clipped him while careening their way under the elevated tracks. Through his older brother Albert, Jacob was introduced at a young age to diamond cutting, a career he honed in New York's famous Diamond District until his retirement. Careful, patient, and focus learned on the job would serve him well in his 25 years of track officiating. Later in life, Jake took up running. He loved it and reveled in the accomplishments, but enjoyed officiating even more. Always smiling, Jake could be seen at the finish line of many races from myriad organizations with all the manner of participants from students to seniors. Jacob Milton Korn loved people. Funny, compassionate, humble, giving, a wonderful family man, and loyal friend. Though never married, Jake was like a father to his 8 nieces and nephews. He was the greatest cheerleader and pal, whether at Coney Island, Long Island, Long Beach, or Brighton Beach. Always interested in their activities, taking them with him on outings with his friends, enabling them to go to camp, get their first bike and TV, or just record their silly singing on his beloved tape recorder, recordings that endure to this day. This was the same man who selfishly, lovingly, and single-handedly cared for both his parents until their passing in the 1990s. Uncle Milty was fun, interesting, and a great storyteller. He shared stories about his favorite music, jazz, and big bands. He shared stories of people and places through his award-winning amateur photography. He cheered when his favorite New York teams took the stage. Like so many of his fellow track officials, his travel card was always full. Officiating for numerous track organizations, Jacob traveled throughout New York State with photos, awards, track pins, and souvenirs to prove it. Jake was one of 3 or more than 7,000 volunteers interviewed for a New York Roadrunner article magazine about the 1997 New York City Marathon, quoting Barbara Albert article about those who man the finish line. There's a special breed whose commitment to the runners lasts all year long. To withstand the cold for hours, as many of those 29,000 runners crossed his middle lane, Jacob would wear 3 pairs of socks and gloves with the fingers cut out so he can click his timer to record runners' finishing times. You have to stay incredibly focused and keep an eye on incoming runners so you're ready for them, noted Jacob. Jake was a USA track and field official who also worked at cross-country and track meets all year long, volunteering since 1987. He passed away in June 2012 at the age of 85 and after nearly 25 years of faithful track and field volunteering.